everyone, welcome back to my channel. A very big warm welcome to you all. It's lovely to have you here on this very special day where I am showing you at long last the twins I've been working so excitedly on for, feels like forever, but I'm sure it's not. So here they are at long last, eh? It's Sunday night at 7:45, and it's been a lovely day, but this is really the main purpose of my video. I want to show you these two and talk about them. As you can see, they are twins, and they're made from the same real-life baby. So they are, what do you call them? Real-borns, I think they're called. They're made from a 3D scan of a baby, and I bought them from Bountiful Baby in America some months ago. I've never made any of their kits before, and I just love these two and thought I'd love to try it. So that's what I did. And here they are. I think it's called the, I know it's called the Skya Sculpt. Didn't bring that. They've both got a COA, and I don't have it with me at the moment. It's in the other room. I can show anybody who wants to see them. But so one is Skya Asleep, and the other one is Skya Awake. And they're scans from the same baby. I think they're just gorgeous. So they have the same arms and legs, identical arms and legs. It's their little faces that are different. Let me tell you about them. Let me tell you that why I was so excited about them was because I decided I wanted to make them gender neutral. So whoever wanted to buy them would be able to choose if they wanted two boys or two girls or one of each. And so I thought that I'd buy everything for them that would be gender neutral as well. And so I've dressed them just in a little sample of some of the things I bought for them. But I'll tell you about their layout afterwards. I think I'll just tell you some of the things I've given them because they have a lot of extra special things on them. First of all, let me just tell you that their vinyl was heavenly to work with. It really was so good. The paint was easy and went on beautifully, and the varnish perfect. So they've got a textured finish without it being rough. So I don't think babies aren't rough, but I know that we all prefer to be able to feel something on the vinyl because then you know that the paint underneath is protected. And also, it's not shiny like the raw vinyl. So the texture is gorgeous on them. They've got proper real baby finger and toenails. I coloured them just exactly right. I think maybe what I'll have to do is add some close-up photos at the end. That would help, wouldn't it? So to me, I made them to be like not a brand new baby just popped out, but more like probably a day old, so that all over purpley reddish flush has gone from their body. They're not mottled with, how people use that kind of mottling shape, stampy kind of thing, but they're actually blotchy. I've been looking at lots of baby pictures and their skin is blotchy. So that's what I've given these two. They have blotchy skin, they have veins, they've got very delicate eyebrows that look fabulous close up, rooted eyelashes on both of them. They each have some baby rash in different places. I didn't put it anywhere super obvious because I thought you still want a beautiful baby to look at without any sort of really visible blemishes. So that one's got a blemish, a rash, I'd call it, a rash under the chin. The other one's got it in the neck crease. They each have a crease, a rash behind one of their ears. I'm pretty sure they each have that. They have a rash behind one of their knees, and I think one has it on the wrist, and another one has it in the elbow. I can't exactly remember, but I didn't do the same on both of them. I wanted to make it a bit different. I think one has some rash in an ankle crease as well. But they're subtle. I mean, they're obvious when you look at them, but they're not, they don't stand out when you just look at the babies like this. What else can I tell you about them? I've given them just very delicately rooted hair. It's two-tone, so it's a bit lighter at the sides. It's short, and they have a different. I did a different. What do you call it? Oh, for goodness sake! I didn't root their hair exactly the same as each other, because I thought even twins have a bit of difference, even identical twins, and I thought if you want to make them as fraternal twins, I'd do them slightly differently. So the closed-eyed one has a little bit more hair, but the open-eyed one has this gorgeous row of slightly darker, thicker hair across the bottom, across the back of its head, and the other one has more sort of consistent hair on the back of the head. What else can I tell you that I did to them? They each have a magnet for a dummy, and they have the same, their polarity is the same, so, and they both have the same dummy. It's this one. Let me just show you this dummy. They both have that, and they have another special dummy as well. One of those I think it's bip dummy, and I haven't cut the teat off that because they're special dummies, and they have beautiful. I bought them each a beautiful dummy clip with wooden beads and I think silicone beads. Beautiful, just in neutral colours. And is there anything more? I'm sure that I can tell you more about them. They're about, probably, I should have measured them, but I think they're about 19 inches. I had their bodies custom made for them, and I asked for 19-inch bodies because they make about an 18 or an 18.5-inch baby, and I thought if I do get a 19-inch body, they will fit newborn clothes perfectly, which they do. That's what they're wearing now, and they fit them perfectly. Not tight, not too baggy, just comfortable, just like real babies would have. So they've got custom bodies which are beautiful. They've got that ruching in the bottom, and they've got the cutest chubby bottoms, absolutely gorgeous, and a bit of that ruching on the chest as well. I've dressed them in cloth nappies with 2 nappy pins because you know I love that look. But they're not bulky ones. They're just fairly like maybe bird's eye fabric or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what fabric it is. But that's what they're wearing. But they will also come home with disposable nappies. I've got them picked out. Now the open-eyed baby has got German glass eyes, hand-blown. They're in a dark blue, and they're gorgeous. And I think that little baby has such a, you know how I love that serious kind of look, like it's just thinking about the world. This is where this baby has found itself, out in the world, and just wondering what it can see, because it can't see very much yet. They will each come home with one of these little lamb rattles that I bought from our special shop here in Australia called Pure Baby. Pure Baby didn't make these lambs, but they sell them. I'll just show you. So each baby has that. Let me just show you. It has a rattle, and it's I've got one of these because I just think they're the cutest thing. See that face? Come on, camera, you can do it. You can do it. No, he can't. He says no, thank you. So they're very cute and very soft. So they each have that, and they're lying on a beautiful grey blanket. They'll each have one of those as well. And I found the most gorgeous muslins for them as well. One muslin is kind of an off-white with big grey spots on it, and the other muslin is grey with big off-white spots on it. So they've got that. I've coloured them very realistically. They have beautiful pink on the on the soles of their feet. So it's been a long day, I'm sorry, but I just really wanted to get these babies to show you and set them up and tell you all about them. They weigh just about 4 pounds each, which is a good weight for twins. I think they turned out a good size for little twins, didn't they? They're both healthy and well. The open-eyed baby is twin 1. That one was born first, and the closed-eyed baby is twin 2. He or she was born second. So at least I know what they weigh, because I weighed them after I had put all the weighting material in them just to see how similar they were, and they've turned out virtually identical. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about what they're wearing. The open-eyed baby has got a long sleeve Bonds bodysuit on, which is really sweet, but they each have one of those. It's the same, and that baby's also wearing some knitted booties, hand-knitted booties. They came from, where from? I can't remember if it was eBay. Oh no, that's right, it was from a friend's mum who made them. So they've each got a pair of those, and then and the nappy underneath with white nappy pins. So that's what the open-eyed baby is wearing, and the closed-eyed baby is wearing a gorgeous little cardigan with a kind of like a shawl collar. It's in a very fine cotton knit, and it's from Marks and Spencer. And so both babies have one of those. And then the closed-eyed baby's also wearing some Jamie K bloomers in a kind of an olive green, and so they both have that. I also bought them a really cute Babadoo set each. I have that same for my babies. It's white, and it's got little legs with the feet in, and then a top that buttons up the back in the most beautiful pure white cotton and long sleeved, just gorgeous. So that's what they'll each have, and so that could be mix and match as well, because you could put the white top on with those bloomers, or you could just put the white legs on with that little jacket. So you could dress them exactly the same, or you could mix and match with the things I send. They've also got, I bought them each a beautiful baby nightie. What do we call them? I think baby nightie, you will all know what that is. And by Larangina, just gorgeous, crossed at the front, ties with a bow, just beautiful. So they've each got one of those in white. They've got a knitted bonnet each, and they've got a hospital bonnet as well. I've told you about the dummies and the dummy crib. I'm just having a look back at the stack of things I've got on the table. So I hope you can see how much fun I've had with these two. That's why I've got so excited, because I love the idea of them just being gender neutral, because truly when a baby's born, the face is just a little face. It could be a girl or a boy every time, which is why we often can't quite decide what gender our new doll will be. And so that's what I really wanted to do, and I wanted to make them newborn, but not as they are for that very short time when they just pop out. That changes so quickly. I wanted a baby a tiny bit older. Now, what else can I tell you? I said they've got a magnet, didn't I? Yes, for their dummies. I showed you that. Told you about their eyebrows, eyelashes. Their little heads are weighted so they fall back when you pick them up. They're well stuffed. Their bodies are well stuffed, but they're still soft, because I don't like a rigid, firm body, but I don't like it too floppy. Although poor Jonty's pretty floppy, he needs a bit of added extra. But I love the way he poses. I just plonk him anywhere, and he just falls into the most natural-looking, gorgeous pose. So from that point of view, it's wonderful. So these are I think they're just right, although we all like our babies a bit different, I think. Hopefully you'll like how I've done them. So what else can I tell you? Just that I love them. I absolutely love them, and I'm not even 100% sure how do you send two babies in one box? I haven't really thought about that. I suppose you just get a big box. I don't know. I guess so. But do you like them, guys? I think I absolutely adore them. Absolutely adore them. And their heads turn, of course. All of that, and their limbs move easily. I can put them where I want to. Would you like me to pick one of them up and show you how the heads fall back? It's a bit of a scary look, but why don't I do that? Why don't I put them together? Now, for those people who don't know me, I only have the use of one hand and one arm, all the same one, the same arm and hand. So that's why I can't dress my babies on camera, and I don't usually move them around because it doesn't look very good when you do things with one hand. Come on, my precious one. Come on, show everybody how you see that? Isn't that just wonderful? See that head falls back? I think that's perfect. Love that. There we are, darling. Just tuck your elbow in because you don't want to hurt your twin. I'm just tying your hair a bit. So they've both got a swirl at the back as well. A really cute swirl. I wonder if I can show you that on this one. Let me see what I can do. Move your little hand, okay? Turn your head around and let's see. There. Oh, that's not very good, is it? You can't breathe. Let's just put you like that. So, I'm sorry everybody, but the baby's still breathing, I think. Can you see the little swirl there? I hope you can. And this is where the hair is fluffy and not brushed. And there's just very fine hair here, and then can you see that bit that I told you about? Just there at the back, it's thick and sweet. I've seen lots of babies like that. Let's turn the head back. I hope you could see that. There you are, darling. Don't be worried, it's okay. It's alright. So there you are. There are these gorgeous babies. So what I might do is take some photographs of, just to show you some of the little, well, maybe I can show you now what the rash looks like. I don't know. Let's see if I can put this little chin up. See, there's a little bit of rash there. Let me come back to the camera. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in, because this is sort of an example of what it looks like. I'm not sure what I did there. I think maybe did I talk for half an hour? It felt like about 10 seconds. I wasn't keeping track. I hope you didn't miss too much, or that I wasn't recording for half of that. Anyway, I was just going to zoom in on that little mark under the chin so you could see what the rash looks like. We'll see what the camera will let us do. So that's a bit of the rash there under that little chin. Can you see that there? And let me see, this other one has got, the closed-eye baby has got the rash, not under the chin, but under that neck part. Let's see if we can see that. Oh, that's going to be too hard, I think. Yeah, that's a bit hard, but it's right down there. Oh, darling, you don't want to be that uncomfortable, do you? There we go. Oh, and you look really uncomfortable now. What have I done to you? Poor little thing. There you go. Is that better? There you go. Not that you could see any of that, I didn't realise. It just did it again. I think it's when I touch this, zoom in and zoom out. Let's try. Oh, it's still working. Okay. That's what happened the last 2 times. When I touched that, zoom in, zoom out, that's when it seemed to switch off. I don't know why. It's never done that before. So I'm sorry this is in bits and pieces. But, I don't know what you've missed because I obviously haven't seen this back. I'm just talking right now. So what I might do, okay, I might leave it there. I might take some close-up pictures of details of them, and that's a good idea. I'll attach them onto whatever we've got here. It might be, I'm sorry if there's bits missing and it cut out when we weren't expecting. I hope that hasn't, that I haven't not recorded a few parts that I did really want to tell you about. Hopefully it's all worked. So what I'll do is I'll say goodbye for now and just let you know, of course, that they're for sale. I don't think I said that yet. They are for sale, and I love them. They're absolutely gorgeous. So sweet. I love their outfits. I love just how they turned out. They just look like new babies to me. If you went to visit someone in a hospital and they had one of these in a hospital bassinet, those clear perspex ones, you would think they were just a real baby. I prefer, me and hair on babies. I prefer finely rooted hair like this, not too much, just a bit, and they've got hair. They definitely have hair, but not a lot. So they would suit somebody who likes that look too. I think it usually depends on how your own babies were born or how your own friends' babies looked. You know, it's what you're used to, really. Alright, well, hopefully I've told you everything. Feels like I've been on here for like 7 minutes. But I think I've been on for longer than that. Anyway, if I think of anything else, I'll come back and tell you. Or please ask questions if you'd like to. I'll put my email address in the description too, in case you want to get in touch if you're interested in these two angels, I would call them, because to me they're just adorable. It's the cutest baby. I guess this baby in real life is probably maybe, I don't know, when these kits came out. I bought them a few months ago. Maybe they came out. Maybe that baby's a year old or something, but these, you know, the kits are just adorable. Imagine if you really had that baby, if that was your baby and it was made into a 3D image. How exciting would that be? And you could have a vinyl version of it. I think that would be amazing, of your own real baby. Anyway, there's a bit of controversy around that reborn shop, I'd call it, which I didn't know about, or I don't think it had really started when I bought, because I hadn't heard anything about it when I bought the kits, but I certainly have heard a lot more since then. But anyway, here they are, these angels. I'll take some close-ups of their feet and a bit of rash somewhere so you can see what that looks like, and I'll show you their hair too. And and I might call it quits and say goodbye to you all. So thank you very much. I'm sorry this got so messed up with my silly zoom in and zoom out button, which is having, conniptions tonight for whatever reason. But thank you very much for being here, and thank you for waiting for so long to see these two. But, I just work on my dolls when I have time. I don't like to feel pressure. I just do it as I do it, as I have a chance. And I prefer to have a good space of time. I don't like to just sit down when I've only got sort of 10 minutes to spare, because I like to sit there for hours and work on them. It's so much pleasure. So I hope you love them. I hope you love their colouring. Oh, I know one little thing I didn't tell you about. They've each got a little milk bump, but not an ugly looking thing like a pimple. It's just a little lump that you nearly can't see, but you can feel it with your finger. So the open-eyed one's got a little lump under the right eye, and the closed-eyed one's got, I think there are two tiny ones just on the skin next to the nose, on the cheek, but really close to the nose, on the left side. Yeah, on the left side of the nose. And alright, I'll go now and take some close-up shots and put them on the end of this. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much. And just remember to take care. Be kind to each other. Bye bye.